Welcome aboard, fellow enthusiasts, as we embark on another incredible video. Hello, dear viewers. Get ready to expand your horizons as we delve into Josh Hart. Joshua Aaron Hart, born March 6, 1995, is an American professional basketball player for the New York Knicks of the National Basketball Association (NBA). He holds the Knicks franchise record for the most triple-doubles in a single season. Hart played college basketball for Villanova. As a sophomore, Hart was named the Big East Tournament Most Outstanding Player. He was named a third-team All-American as a junior, when he helped lead the Wildcats to a national championship in 2016. As a senior in 2017, he was a consensus first-team All-American. He played 2 seasons for the Lakers before being traded to the New Orleans Pelicans in 2019 in a package for Anthony Davis. Hart played 3 seasons with the Pelicans and was then traded to the Portland Trail Blazers in 2022. He was traded to the New York Knicks in 2023. In this section, we'll be exploring early life. Hart was born on March 6, 1995, in Silver Spring, Maryland, to Moses and Pat Hart. He has 2 siblings. He is also the great-nephew of the baseball catcher Elston Howard. Growing up, Hart gravitated toward basketball, earning a reputation as a high-energy player. While he excelled in basketball from a young age, Hart didn't get any interest from private schools and enrolled at Wheaton High School. He briefly attended Wheaton before transferring to Sidwell Friends School, where as a junior he averaged 20.6 points and 11.6 rebounds per game. However, he was nearly kicked out of school due to poor grades until several students and parents petitioned the school to give him a second chance. As a senior, Hart averaged 24.3 points, 13.4 rebounds, and 2.8 steals per game in leading the team to a record. He was a first-team All-Met selection by the Washington Post and Rivalsicum's 82nd prospect in the class of 2013. After considering Rutgers and Penn State, Hart signed a letter of intent with Villanova in November 2012. "It's about doing the things that the coaches want me to do," he said after committing. "I might not hit the winning 3, but I'm going to be the one that goes and gets a rebound when we need it and goes on the floor for a loose ball. Anything to win." He got to know future Villanova teammate Chris Jenkins while playing AAU basketball in the Washington area. Hart reached the level of Eagle Scout in 2013 in Scouting BSA. In the upcoming section, we'll be shining a light on freshmen. A Big East All-Rookie team selection, Hart averaged 7.8 points and 4 rebounds per contest as a freshman at Villanova. He was named Big East Rookie of the Week 3 times. He did not shoot the ball particularly well, making 31% of his 3-point tries, but possessed amazing confidence, according to assistant coach Baker Dunleavy. In the second game of his collegiate career, a win over Mount St. Mary's, Hart posted a double-double of 17 points and 11 rebounds. He scored a season-high 19 points in a win over Ryder on December 21, 2013. Hart had 18 points and 8 rebounds in a loss to Seton Hall in the Big East Tournament quarterfinals. In this part of the video, we'll be diving deep into sophomore and unraveling its profound impact. Hart and teammate Doran Hiller both scored 20 points in a rout of Temple on December 14, 2014. Hart scored 21 points in a December 20 game against Syracuse. The Wildcats never led in regulation and were down by 14 points in the second half, but managed to pull out an overtime win. On February 28, 2015, in the second half of a game against Xavier, Hart was hit in the mouth during a scramble for the ball, requiring stitches on his lip. As a sophomore, Hart was named the Big East's 6th Man of the Year in 2015 at the conclusion of the regular season. "He's the perfect 6th man because he can come in and play any position except probably point guard," head coach Jay Wright said. Hart was the most outstanding player of the 2015 Big East men's basketball tournament, the first bench player to receive the honor. He was the tournament's leading scorer at 17.7 points per game, including a 20-point performance in an quarterfinals victory over Marquette. He improved his three-point shooting to 47.3%, forcing opposing teams to guard him more on the perimeter. He improved his season averages to 10.1 points and 4.5 rebounds per game. Brace yourself for an in-depth analysis as we navigate through junior and its far-reaching implications. Hart's Wildcats were the unanimous coaches' preseason selection to win the conference. In the NIT season tip-off, Hart scored a career-high 27 points to help Villanova defeat Akron by a score of. On January 2, 2016, Hart scored 25 points in a win over Creighton. Hart led the Wildcats to reach number 1 in the AP poll by climbing to the top of the NCAA Division I men's basketball rankings on February 8. He was named to the 35-man mid-season watch list for the Naismith Trophy on February 11. At the conclusion of the regular season, Hart was unanimously selected first-team All-Big East. Hart was named a third-team All-American by the National Association of Basketball Coaches. He then helped Villanova win its second national championship in school history, and first since 1985. On the season, he averaged 15.5 points, 6.8 rebounds, and 1.8 assists per game. Hart briefly thought about the 2016 NBA draft, but pulled his name out before the deadline. Let's now enter the realm of senior and discover the fascinating stories it has to tell. Coming into his senior season, Hart's Wildcats were projected to win the Big East by the coaches, and he was named Preseason Player of the Year. He was named to the Associated Press Preseason All-America team on November 2, 2016. In November, Hart scored a then career-high 30 points versus Wake Forest in a win at the Charleston Classic. On December 10, Hart scored a career-high 37 points along with 11 rebounds and 4 assists in a win over Notre Dame to push No. 1 Villanova to a record. On March 11, 2017, in the regular season finale versus Creighton Blue A's, Hart scored 29 points in a win. Unlike the previous season, Hart's Villanova career would end in disappointment when Bronson Koenig outgunned Hart and the other Wildcats while leading the Wisconsin Badgers to a victory in the second round in the tournament. On January 19, 2022, Hart's number 3 jersey was retired by the Wildcats. In the next segment, we'll be exploring Los Angeles Lakers and its implications for our subject matter. Los Angeles Lakers. Hart was selected in the first round of the 2017 NBA draft by the Utah Jazz with the 30th overall pick. He was subsequently traded to the Los Angeles Lakers along with the 42nd overall pick, Thomas Bryant, in exchange for the Lakers' 28th overall pick, Tony Bradley. In his first start on December 14, 2017, Hart recorded a double-double against the Cleveland Cavaliers, scoring 11 points and grabbing 10 rebounds. Hart fractured his left hand in practice on February 28 and was sidelined until the end of March. In his final game as a rookie, Hart scored a career-high 30 points against the Los Angeles Clippers, shooting 7 of 9 from 3. Hart finished the season averaging 7.9 points per game and 4.2 rebounds per game, recording 8 double-doubles. Hart shot 39.6% from 3, leading the team in three-point percentage. Hart was named the league MVP of the 2018 NBA Summer League after averaging 24.2 points and 5.2 rebounds per game and setting a new Summer League game high of 37 points for the Lakers players. Prior to the season, he switched his jersey to No. 3 after playing with No. 5 as a rookie. On March 28, 2019, the Lakers announced that Hart had undergone a successful ultrasonic debridement procedure on his right knee patella tendon and was expected to miss the remainder of season. In the upcoming section, we'll be shining a light on New Orleans Pelicans. New Orleans Pelicans. On July 6, 2019, the Lakers traded Hart, Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, the draft rights to Deason Hunter, 2 first-round picks, a first-round pick swap, and cash to the New Orleans Pelicans for All-Star Anthony Davis. On February 16, 2021, Hart scored a season-high 27 points and grabbed 9 rebounds during a win against the Memphis Grizzlies. On November 13, 2021, Hart recorded a career-high 11 assists in a win over the Memphis Grizzlies. Get ready for an exciting part as we dive into Portland Trail Blazers. Portland Trail Blazers. On February 8, 2022, the Portland Trail Blazers acquired Hart, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Tom Satoransk, Didi Lausder, a protected 2022 first-round draft pick, the better of New Orleans and Portland's 2026 second-round draft picks and New Orleans' 2027 second-round draft pick from the New Orleans Pelicans in exchange for C.J. McCollum, Larry Nance Jr. and Tony Snell. On March 12, Hart scored a career-high 44 points, along with 8 rebounds and 6 assists, on 15 of 21 shooting and 6 of 9 from beyond the arc in a victory over the Washington Wizards. On November 7, 2022, Hart put up 12 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists, alongside a buzzer-beating, game-winning 3 in a win over the Miami Heat. Prepare yourself for an eye-opening discussion on New York Knicks at present in the upcoming portion of this video. New York Knicks at present. On February 8, 2023, the Trail Blazers reached an agreement to trade Hart to the New York Knicks for Cam Reddish, Ryan Arcidiacono, Sviatoslav Mikhailiuk, and draft considerations. The following day, the deal was reworked into a 4-team trade involving the Trail Blazers, Knicks, Philadelphia Ayers and Charlotte Hornets, with the Knicks receiving Hart, the Trail Blazers receiving Arcidiacono, Reddish, Matty Stibble, and draft considerations, the Ayers receiving Jalen McDaniels and the Hornets receiving Mikhailiuk. On February 11, Hart made his Knicks debut, recording 11 points, 4 assists, and 7 rebounds in a win over the Utah Jazz. On April 16, Hart made his career playoff debut, recording a double-double of 17 points and 10 rebounds, along with 2 assists and a steal in a Game 1 win over the Cleveland Cavaliers. On August 10, 2023, Hart signed a 4-year, $81 million extension with the Knicks. On January 30, 2024, Hart recorded his first career triple-double with 10 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists in a win over the Utah Jazz. On February 8, Hart recorded his second career triple-double with 23 points, 10 rebounds, and 12 assists in a loss to the Dallas Mavericks. On February 26, Hart put up a game-winning lineup in a win over the Detroit Pistons. On March 18, Hart played all 48 minutes of a victory against the Golden State Warriors, joining Clyde Frazier and Jerry Lucas as the only players in franchise history to accomplish the feat. On April 20, during Game 1 of a first-round matchup against the Philadelphia Ayers, Hart scored 22 points and grabbed 13 rebounds during a win. On December 30, 2024, Hart put up a triple-double with 23 points, 15 rebounds, and 10 assists in a win over the Washington Wizards. In the next game on January 1, 2025, Hart put up another triple-double with 15 points, 14 rebounds, and 12 assists in a win over the Utah Jazz. He became the 5th player in Knicks franchise history to achieve consecutive triple-doubles, joining Richie Guerin, Jerry Lucas, Walt Frazier, and Michael Ray Richardson. On March 25, Hart recorded 16 points, 12 rebounds, and 11 assists in a victory over the Dallas Mavericks, setting a franchise record for the most triple-doubles in a season with 9. Now, let's shift our perspective and explore national team career from a different angle. Hart was a member of the United States national team that competed in the 2023 FIBA Basketball World Cup. He led the team in rebounding during that tournament with 5.3 rebounds per game. However, Team United States of America finished in 4th place. With our curiosity piqued, let's embark on a dedicated exploration of regular season and its fascinating intricacies. Styler text Alleenluft Styler text Alleenluftler. Lakers 63-23.24.21.37.9 Styler text Alleenluftler. Lakers 67-22.25.63.71.417.8 Styler text Alleenluft New Orleans 65-16-27 6.51.71 10.1 Styler text Alleenluft New Orleans 47-428.782.39.2 Styler text Alleenluft Rouseband Styler text Alleenluft New Orleans 41-40-33.57.84.11.1 13.4 Styler text Alleenluft Portland 13-32.15.44.31.2 19.9 Styler text Alleenluft Rouseband Styler text Alleenluft Portland 51-33.48.23.91.19.5 Styler text Alleenluft New York 25-137 3.6 10.2 Styler text Alleenluft New York 81-42-33.48.34.19.4 Styler text Alleenluft New York 77-77 Kulukfesik 9.65.91.5 13.6 Class Assault Bottoms Styler text Alleen Center Kulspana Carrier 530-289 30.47 3.21 10.3 As we enter this new phase, let's navigate the complexities of playoffs and discover its practical applications. Styler text Alleenluft New York 11-5-32.17.42.2 10.4 Styler text Alleenluft New York 13-42.1 11.54.51 14.5 Class Assault Bottoms Styler text Alleen Center Kulspana Carrier 24-18 37.59.6 3.5 12.6 Let's now shift our focus to college and explore the ways in which it shapes our perspective. Styler text Alleenluft of Villanova 34-121.44.47.8 Styler text Alleenluft of Villanova 36-25.54.51.51.1 10.1 Styler text Alleenluft of Villanova 40-39 31.46.81.91.2 15.5 Styler text Alleenluft of Villanova 36-35 33.16.42.91.6 18.7 Class Assault Bottoms Styler text Alleen Center Kulspana Carrier 146-77 28 5.6 1.81.1 13.2 In this section, we'll be exploring awards and honors. College. Eagle Scout 2013 NCAA Champion 2016 Big East Player of the Year 2017 Julius Erving Award 2017 First Team All-American SN 2017 Third Team All-American 2016 First Team All-Big East 2016 2017 Big East Tournament MOP 2015 Big East Sixth Man of the Year 2015 Robert Big Easy Trophy 2017 In this part of the video, we'll be delving deeper into personal life and analyzing its key components. Hart plays video games, such as Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, on his Twitch channel. He is a fan of his hometown club Washington Commanders, and of English Premier League football club Chelsea FC. In October 2020, he donated $10,000 to the relief efforts for the Napa Valley wildfires. Hart is married to Shannon Phillips, with whom he has twin boys, born in May 2023. His granduncle is former New York Yankee Elston Howard. I appreciate your time and I'm grateful for every like, comment, and share.